start.
Look, guys, it's Halloween coming up. Everyone likes a scary movie, but nothing is scarier than looking at my video comments and not seeing any. So I need you guys to like, share, subscribe, and barring that, at least give us a comment, because we want to start working on user-generated content. That being said,
hooded Jason Voorhees. That's right. Everybody.
I don't think it's hooded. I think it's sacked.
Sacked.
like paper or plastic.
So we're gonna start off this
or
list
Trader Joe's burlap. I guess.
with Friday the 13th, the part 2. The one that introduces Jason as the killer. Now, this was made in 1981. Kill count, 9. And we're talking about an equal opportunity killer. 4 women, 5 men, including 1 wheelchair victim. Epic
Had it coming.
Epic scene where he rolls down a series of stairs after he's been murdered by a flying machete to the head.
Macheted.
Machete?
Like Danny Trejo would be proud of this man.
That's how much equal opportunity he was ahead of his time.
Yeah, and I'm actually willing to believe that we've been doing all this the wrong way. We've already had acceptance of the disabled. We were murdering them wholesale.
So what's stronger than a mother's love for her child, or vice versa? And what's more powerful storytelling device than to watch a boy grow into a man? It worked for Simba and the Lion King, and we get to experience it here in part 2. If you watch part 1,
this is less about a mother's love, more about a son's infatuation.
Well, that's actually a weird quandary about this film. Is if you look at Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mother, she's killing because she blames the camp counselors for her son's death.
Well, I did too, to be quite fair.
And then he's killing because he blames the camp counselors for his mother's death. And you're kind of
but the difference is one's a death of neglect, you could argue, or at least bad job performance, carnal activities, and one is a death of absolute, just outright murder. I mean, or self-defense.
Yeah, an axe to the head. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll cover Pamela Voorhees another time.
I mean, I hope not. She's not interesting.
So Jason Voorhees makes his first appearance in this film. You get to see his face in a way that you'll never see again, looking like the character from the Goonies.
Which, yeah, him and Slod do have a lot in common. But what I will say is it's kind of hard to draw a comparison from him to later films, considering he's kind of undead at that point.
It's weird. What made Hooded Voorhees stand out, is what I'm calling him, is he's a transitional character. Like I said, he makes his first appearance. He hasn't become the hockey mask guy yet. He kind of has a kind of different physiology, at least in the face, than he does for the rest of the series. He has this character, Crazy Ralph, who warns the people that they're never going to return. And then he takes out Crazy Ralph. He chokes him to death. Garrotes him. He strangles him.
And they're Garrod.
He starts off epically by killing the murderer of his mother, Alice Hardy. As she wakes up from a bad dream, opens up the fridge, sees the mother's head there, and then gets an ice pick to the head. And she's the first victim of Jason. He also has his own private shack right by the lake where he's hiding all the bodies.
Which would argue, and look, and this is, you know what, I'll get to this later then, because that's actually what ruins the whole premise for me. Is because the idea is that Miss Voorhees was killing these counselors for killing their son, but then the son's still alive, killing the counselors for killing his mom. Where the hell is he hiding?
I told you that's a weird quandary of the whole thing. What I didn't like is this weird, almost psycho-esque ending, like a Norman Bates one, where, you know, the female protagonist is being hunted by Jason, and she throws on the mother's clothing, and then she pretends to be the mother, talking, and Jason with his sack head, with his one eye hole, is like, sees his mom in transition, and I'm like,
what?
You know, just Just kill him. Like, I mean, it's a serial killer. It's the same. Do what you did to the mother. Hack the head off. But in this, they have this weird mommy dearest Norman Bates mother issue sort of thing.
I ain't got nothing to add to that. This movie sucks.
Of
all the Friday the 13th films, I have found the second one to be the weakest one because I got this weird almost freaking hillbilly vibe, right? Some guy running around in the woods with suspenders and a sack over his head, probably not wearing shoes, killing all the locals.
Looking like a KKK.
Yeah, I didn't like that. You know, later on when he had, the later films, he actually got basically he got the hockey mask, he became undead, he actually got an actual, he got like a regular antagonist, protagonist. One of the kids that helped to kill him in an earlier movie starts to fight him over the course of 3 films. But this is just Sackman running around, basically teabagging the locals and taking all their stuff.
I just don't understand how Crazy Ralph gets taken out. If he already knows that he's out there, how does he become like one of the first victims? It hurts my feelings. Crazy Ralph, you deserve better.
No, he got what he deserved. So, on the hierarchy of Halloween, scares, right? Jason Voorhees for me ranks pretty high. At least later film Jason Voorhees, because you sort of add more strength to the character. He's supernatural, right? He basically, you run away from him, you look back, he's gone, you turn around, he's there, right? And he starts to be super strong, punching you in the chest, pulling at your spine, kind of nonsense. But in this one, it's just a crazy hillbilly running around. Doesn't he have the wherewithal to at least cut eye holes on both of his eyes, even if one hole is here and one hole is up here because he's got that malformed face. But later on, he wears a hockey mask,
and he doesn't have quite the. He can take a chop to the neck, but he doesn't handle a chair shot very well. He gets WWE'd pretty hard.
Because in the second one, it seemed like he was a regular old guy. Just a regular dude running around. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it.
So,
pitchforking, freaking scissoring, dart throwing, whatever he's got going on.
He does get the double spear kill.
Yeah, but but look, we'll go over later films later, apparently.
But we just had to get Hooded Voorhees out of the way.
He wanted to get Hooded Voorhees out of the way.
It's part of the canon. If you ask me, you should watch it. You need to build up a knowledge.
If you ask me, you watch the trailer for Friday the 13th too. If you really want to see his sacked face, watch it, move on. Go to YouTube, kill count, go on to the next one.
That's it.